Okay, so you may notice a difference between the last streamed game and this one. It's basically I started a new character because I didn't like the last one, and I did the first planet. I'm still on the first planet, but I completed it in terms of going to the base, and I filled up on a bunch of equipment. But I changed my character because I wanted to. So I just named him Mitch after me. But yeah, he's got persuasion, rank 1 in weightlifting, but I was able to get the 1,000 meters done off camera, so this is available now. So that'll be our next skill point. We're on level 3, just like the old character. Nothing here yet, as you can see. Destroy 5 enemy ships while in targeting mode. Okay, I don't know what that is. And then our jetpack. Boost jump 10 times while in combat. Okay. So we're able to equip a jetpack. In our piloting, we can now utilize ship thrusters. So that's good. And we've destroyed 3 enemy ships, so soon we'll hit rank 2, which will be nice. I made myself a bounty hunter. So those are my skills. There's, as you see, trait. I'm an extrovert, hero worshipped, and alien DNA. Oh, I didn't make myself a bounty hunter. I thought I did. Oh, I did. See, bounty hunter background. Okay, with the traits. Okay. So I mostly filled up on minerals here, so we're gonna take off. Select mission. Press X. We're jumping there. So here we are.
Frontier. This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
So you see, we have some thrusters.
No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Star map. Go ahead and land here and do Atlantis. We're just gonna run over. We're gonna skip the dialogue because we did that last stream. We got through all the dialogue, so that's fine. Here's my ship. It's kind of crappy. It's not great yet, but it will be. Oh, it will be. I'm exiting the ship now.
Hey, Bosco. What? No Baron? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Your memory is uncanny.
And here's our new kid.
Huh.
The Trade Authority runs. Besides that, I would try to. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth
Yep.
if you need me.
I just accept the fact my gun is always out.
Unprovoked attack.
Inventory. There we go. I have a poncho.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mass finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Most of your brownings in the well.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to...
Yeah, we're going. Make sure he doesn't have anything.
Captain, Constellation, am I currently in...
Just talking more walking.
The water is
I'm not
quite
holding the
aesthetically
triggers.
pleasing,
Let's see if
or so Barrett has
it
told me.
forces the guns
New
out.
Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting
good.
for us in...
So yeah, I didn't like my first character, so I just made a bounty hunter.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. Would you care to tell? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made.
Walter.
And if we hadn't...
We've seen all this on the
But
first
that
stream,
didn't
so we're
happen.
just
Thank
skipping
you.
around.
What happened when it... We think it's in... Why? We're not sure. Interesting.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now? Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. Honestly,
There we go.
expect us to believe in fairy tales.
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe,
Why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
Gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others. And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arguing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that.
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set. Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems. Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick? You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little... We're all here. Beyond that, you'll...
Like I said, we did this last stream, so I'm just going through it.
Individually, as to what they are, you should take some time to get settled. Come find me when you're ready. And here, in addition to credits...
Lately, I find myself spending a lot more time. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting. Well, I suppose call. Still doesn't excuse my frustration. Not fair of me to take. So, let's welcome aboard. Yes, well, a stock bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. By the way, you can even fashion industry. I'm a fan of self. Funny thing about Stroud Eklund. For years, I finally decided. Me? Someone has to fund all. I don't pretend.
You're Mr. Moneybags. That's what you are.
The most well-known. Unfortunately, I've tried to convince the United. Up until very recently. But now, I don't suppose you have. This? You'll have to forgive me. I don't. Yes, I imagined as much. I'm no
I
scientist.
mean, why would I hear music and all that all the time?
Until next time. I've occasionally had my doubts. Bye.
Ask if you've got questions. Speak up. Are you doing them? You matter too. I'm Mateo.
Yeah, theologian scholar.
Second,
Got it.
but the first one, can you imagine? I'm not gonna lie. Both you and Bear, did it feel like? Not necessarily. It has to be, right? We're gonna get to the bottom.
Well, I had made a really... So I tried. After a long talk. Take care of yourself.
Okay, so we've met him now.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point. Stolen many sacred relics recently.
You really aren't gonna let it go.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you, Captain. Now that you are also given the likelihood. The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment.
Interesting.
The scan booster is the most obvious, as it will enable you to detect landmarks and other points of interest from further away. Beyond that, extractors will allow you to collect raw materials of various types, while fabricators enable the manufacturing. A particularly prosperous outpost may even warrant the construction of cargo links, allowing you to share resources between other outposts you have built. A planetary scan will reveal the presence of key inorganic resources, although rarer elements will be harder to find without training. And while a scan may detect the presence of life on a planet, you will have to analyze the native plants and animals yourself to know what compounds they produce. The
Interesting.
blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your watch. It will automatically connect to any available materials for construction in your ship's cargo.
Nice.
Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Manage your crew. Review change their assignments between ship and outposts. Different crew have different skills. Enhance ships or outposts.
Greetings, Captain. If you feel it is... I am powered by wheels and cogs. They are responsible for any ticking that emanates from me. Constellation recovered me from an abandoned lunar robotics factory on Earth's moon, where I was manufactured. I am told I was in quite a state of disrepair. Barrett elected to refurbish me after the discovery. Since then, I have been reprogrammed to be useful to Constellation. That is correct. I am a first-generation Model A robot. As such, I was manufactured on Earth's moon. Modern lunar robotics products are manufactured elsewhere. Some data from my time on Earth's moon remains deep in my motherboard, but I do not frequently access it. Very little of what is in those files would prove useful to modern spacefarers. Constellation named me after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama, who resided on Earth in the 15th century AD. He explored his home planet by way of its seas. Barrett tells me he was quite an accomplished explorer. I am inclined to believe it, as that is a compliment Barrett normally reserves for himself. Constellation is an exceptionally driven and intelligent group of humans. I would expect nothing less of them. I will answer your questions truthfully. Unlike you, I am incapable of lying.
Unlike you, I am also Mo.
Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you? I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal, and therefore incompatible with such forms of expression. Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality.
Basically, you screwed up, but not like that.
I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response.
Oh,
Constellation did not equip
burned.
me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's.
Oh.
This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions
Yeah,
and
text my buddy that
understanding
one.
their structure. Understood. That is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience human emotions such as enjoyment. However, I have been kept busy since Constellation acquired me. That satisfies my directive to be as helpful as possible for the duration of my existence. In a geographical sense, the lodge cannot be missed. It is easily accessible from the New Atlantis spaceport. But I presume that you are using miss in this context to mean long for. In which case, my answer is no. I long for nothing. Barrett, however, regularly complains about missing the
Man,
lodge's
that's just...
amenities
I'm still
during
on
our
the joke
travels.
part.
This has led me to the conclusion that it is a place worth missing. It would seem that spending an extended period of time in Barrett's company has resulted in an improved ability to calculate his speech patterns. Perhaps someday I will also be capable of emulating yours. I will endeavor to provide a satisfactory answer. Lunar Robotics is a manufacturing company. They are most notable for creating Model A robots. Their headquarters was once located on Earth's moon. It was evacuated during the cataclysm that rendered Earth uninhabitable. Today, Lunar Robotics products are still found throughout the settled systems, myself included. It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one. Barrett has not shared many personal details with me. He finds me a poor conversation partner, despite repeated attempts on his part. I do not understand the concept of gossip. My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett and I began traveling together. I have traveled much of the settled systems in his company. Based on my understanding of Barrett, I believe he would be flattered by that assessment. Let me know if I can... Conversational protocol.
I trust you're still...
I find you to be a more measured and logical captain than Barrett. It would be quite difficult for another human to be more reckless than him. My likelihood of expiration due to corporeal destruction has been significantly reduced since coming aboard your ship. You should consider this a success. Good day, Captain.
We've always considered ourselves explorers. This really is uncharted territory, isn't it? That was intense, wasn't it? I guess a lot. I'm Noelle. Oh, gosh. Until you arrive, there's still so much we don't know. And that means a lot of work ahead of us. Of course, there's plenty. We have a board where we... Well, constellations, Barrett discovered the... It's a shame he's... Oh, right. That if we were approaching what you perceived as... Unfortunately, I'm not saying you didn't really... It's okay. We're all in this together. Well, right now, no. One thing I'm really... Speaking of... I can't be certain of it. And if it sweetens the... Anything I can learn from you. Planning on sticking around? I think we can find a spot. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously.
There we go. If you're gonna be a hoarder, you gotta have the ability to hoard.
Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo...
So now we go from 145 to 160.
Gardens are out the doors first. If you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part. At least
The important thing is I've got 35 more pounds of carry weight than I started.
Had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Going on up. That's upstairs. That's up upstairs. Think of all the money I just picked up right now. Woohoo! Where is she? There she is.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place to live. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Do do do. Sorry, I was checking something. Okay. Nice. Alright, I think that's enough of the exploratory stage. Let's get our stuff going here.
We're explorers. We were founded decades. These artifacts could... I don't know what you've heard. I don't believe it. Besides... Not much, but just what that is. We're going to...
I'm ready.
That means people can pass them around. I've been letting my contacts know. Jumping to anthropology on me already? But it's not just... I'm going to be sticking with you. You mean, besides, we do have some fun. We're We'll need to head to Mount and listen. Every member of Constellation. Good. We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast. Sure. My parents considered themselves, by the time I was old enough to start questioning these things. It's not that I don't want to, but having been out there, I'm sorry if that disappoints you. You mean apart? Well, let's see. And as far as... My parents considered themselves to be enlightened. By the time it's not that I don't. Having been, I'm sorry if that... Exploration. That being said, before I graduated, we called ourselves, and before you are, the band never really... Oh, okay then. You can thank Barrett, honestly. I will admit. Fine by me. Okay. It's you and me from here out. So long.
Good day, Captain.
My contact is in Vanguard recruiting, so expect a sales pitch when you meet him. Goodbye.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the Guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Hmm. Nice. Let's do this. Actually, I like this mini pick game here. Let's see.
Definitely know your way around a lock. Well, this is where I'm headed.
Defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy?
I do.
Then I'm proud to welcome you to the Vanguard. Now, you all have your assignments. Get out there and show them what the UC's made of. Supra et Ultra.
Just out of curiosity, am I upgrading this at all? Yep. Cool. On your left, even though I'm on your right. Oh yeah. We got this. We'll level that up and get this third one in. We're gonna be super weightlifters. See, the red bar is CO2 and this is the white bar is the oxygen level. We are running up the hills. $438. So we're almost a fifth of the way there. And that'll get me 50 kilos of carry weight, and that's gargantuan. Because here's the thing, some of the guns later on get kind of heavy. So having that extra carry weight will be extremely useful. But here we go. I'm just making laps around the field. Yes, sir. Increasing our carry weight because we're hoarders. And the more we can carry, the heavier equipment we can carry, and the more of it we can have. And that is awesome. On your left, on your left. On your left, even though I'm on your right. On your left. Again. On your left. So it gets kind of annoying because the sprint button is just clicking the left trigger and it can stop at any time. There, we lost some of our health. $835. You do some early game grind so the mid game can have some fun. But this sets up your carry weight, so it's important. looking at now? Just about halfway there. Building up our case here. Doing our stuff. There's halfway. It's all downhill from here, man. Nice. Look at that hat. Oof. It takes a lot to get this encumbered. To get this skill up. There's 1636. And obviously this is like Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind's stamina, the fatigue meter. Just sitting here waiting, leveling up our carry weight so we can carry more stuff. There's 1875, so obviously we're gonna blow right on through that. Getting the 1900s here. Oh, 2000, nice. So we're just under 500 to go. And then we're going to have our Our carry weight skill ready to level up again. And here we go. I do 16. So a couple more times, we'll take care of it. I don't have the skill point yet. Like, I haven't leveled up, but it'll be in the bank, ready to go. This will take care of it. We can pretty much run that way almost. Okay. We did it. So that skill is ready to level up now.
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
Okay, so I'm actually near a level up here, which is cool. And they'll get me this thing. You see it's locked, but we got this checked off, so that's good. So we're gonna go for another 50 kilos. And then another 100. But more importantly, 50% resistance to stagger, which will be really nice. Oh, I'm actually overweight right now in this.
Yes? You needed something? This is Mast, the beating heart of the United Colonies. Every decision made in the civilized galaxy takes place inside these walls. I'm one of MAST's resource officers. It's my job to ensure those here on official business get where they're going promptly, and that any rule breaking is dealt with swiftly. Most of MAST's employees have extensive training in their specific areas of expertise. But if you're interested in joining the UC, Commander Tuala of the Vanguard is just on the far side of the room. The Vanguard's open to anyone who can fly. Stay safe.
Sarah, good to see you. Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship? All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Oh, he goes way back. I think he was recruit number 81 or something. You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
Nobody wants to be on Mars. Mars sucks.
What? Nah. Sol system is as quiet as a coffin. It'll be fine.
That means it's not going to be fine.
I'm sure you two can handle it. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. Yeah, bring a coloring book. Get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like. You'll have to ask him, but Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that. It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
I agree.
Hey, Sarah's friend. We're the United Colonies volunteer fleet. Any captain can join, regardless of origin. Get to fly your own ship and earn credits as you help the people in the most distant reaches of the United Colonies, all while earning your way to UC citizenship. Put in the time, and citizenship is guaranteed. Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. The work itself, well, it runs the gamut. Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf of the UC Navy, or you might be called up to help the Science Division clean up some invasive species. Hell, we've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph. And sometimes we just need cargo support. Not every job's glamorous. Vanguard only gets called in for the ones where there's a chance of seeing action. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there. Well, other than becoming a member of the greatest faction in the galaxy, you'd get access to discounted services on any UC world. Credits to help you get on your feet. You'd even be able to buy property right here in New Atlantis. Citizenship unlocks it all, and signing up for the Vanguard is the fastest way to earn it. Welcome back.
All right, we're signing up.
Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Alright, Vanguard registration, let's do this. Register for your examination, please enter enlistment agreement. Note any outstanding UC bounty must be paid before proceeding. Alright, by joining the United Colonies Vanguard, you are to perform necessary services for United Colonies that could place you in serious danger, resulting in harm to your craft or yourself, up to and including death. In exchange, United Colonies Vanguard agrees to compensate all captains according to their experience level and difficulty of their task requested. All applicants will be required to earn a satisfactory grade on a simulated combat flight, successfully complete a probationary mission. Upon the completion of both prerequisites, the United Colony Vanguard agrees to sponsor you in application and guarantees the granting of United Colony citizenship once sufficient time or acts of valor have warranted it. Do you agree to the above commitment and wish to join the initiate your journey with the United Colonies Vanguards? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Applicant name Mitch. Consent documented. You may proceed to examination chamber through the orientation hall. Welcome, Mitch. Please proceed to the examination room.
You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
Open it. Do it. I'm ready to stuff up. I've hit the button.
Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Maroon, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus proclamation has always left me torn. So much conflict arose as a result. Was it worth it?
It was only in 2230 that the faction first of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Jinan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade.
So they're dicks.
The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day. Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. For the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.
I'm getting more dump here.
Conflicts between the galaxy's factions. None was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xenoweapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since. Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Mira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war. In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
Dad wanted me to apply for the administration track at school, but I'm going to be a xenobiologist. It's science division or nothing.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xenoweapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
So you see, this is a big galaxy, and we're just a part of it. We're not... It doesn't revolve around us, and I like that.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. You fly around like they own the settled systems. And they like to use old, abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones left over from the colony war.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
that is... Oh, we got one more.
No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls means citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Alright, let's do this.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
Research lab. You see, I made a helmet mod already. So there we go. We've now learned medical treatment 2.
For God's sake, drop some of that rubbish already.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. You can head in whenever you're ready. Of course, you'll be running through a high-realism combat flight simulation, engineered by members of the UC science staff, right here in Mast. Your task is to defeat at least 3 tiers of simulated opponents. Accomplish that, and you pass the exam, and can then proceed on to your probationary mission. However, if you defeat more than 3 tiers of enemies, your required enlistment time for citizenship will be reduced, and your enlistment bonus increased. But you're welcome to try as many times as you like before returning to Commander Tuala to proceed on to the next step in your application process. We'll only keep the highest score you manage to achieve in there. While I can't answer that question directly, I will say this. Due to the solitary nature of our work, resourcefulness is a critical tool in any Vanguard pilot's repertoire. You're permitted, even encouraged, to use whatever tool you're able to find in there. The simulator is designed to be a near-perfect replica of a Class B Deimos hoplite, the United Colony's standard destroyer model. It's been tuned to provide a challenging but fair fight against the enemy squadrons you'll encounter inside. Good hunting.
Okay, here we go.
This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair.
Let's do this. I'm a poncho wearing not Jedi guy. I have a poncho.
Your exam is simple.
I have a poncho.
Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
Yoo-hoo.
New targets active.
See, I'm not holding anything. It's shooting on its own. Yeah, it's just popping away.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 1 reached. Initiating Tier 2. New targets active. All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3. New targets active. This is futile.
Halting simulation. You've been defeated, applicant. You may initiate a reset of your current tier at the terminal inside the cockpit, or step outside and take a break.
It's alright, we got through to the first 2 tiers pretty successfully. I need to do better on that 3rd tier. Hang on 1 second. How do I... Is there a way to get... Main gameplay. Toggle point of view. Can I work on the ship? Oh yeah, okay, now we're talking. So now I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I see what I did. I didn't do. Okay, I didn't reset it. Okay, so I learned how to do that. Let's go ahead and restart the current tier. Let's do this.
Simulation reset. Prepare for your first opponent.
New targets active.
Halting simulation. You've been defeated, applicant. You may initiate a reset of your current tier at the terminal inside the cockpit, or step outside and take a break.
I'm not sure how to defeat those guys.
Simulation reset. Prepare for your first opponent.
New targets active.
want that maneuver in my hull repair, so... And I can't freaking find them. We're not gonna mess with this anymore. This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm just not good. I'm not good enough for this yet, so...
You may exit the simulation through the ship's hatch.
Yeah, we're done. Well, we got through the first two. This is a simulator, dude. We'll continue on with the story and screw you guys. Bye, Felicia. By the way, okay, I'm down to 160, that's fine.
All 4 of my last science papers have been on Terra.
There we go. Oh, I forgot to do something. Plug in the fan from my Xbox. It's probably getting stupidly hot, which is not good. Whoa. Okay. One sec here. There we go. Well, I'm 2/3 of a real pilot, too. Couldn't get through tier 3.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Not at all. Certainly. Bye-bye.
Only those on official United Colonies business can access the building.
Okay. Okay. Doink.
One day, I'm gonna leave.
Commercial district. Okay. 278 out of 425. Not terrible.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters.
Infinity is huge, like staggeringly huge. They need people like you.
Wow.
Let's see, what are you?
All of our services are designed to minimize pain and maximize happiness.
Right, but isn't it going to confuse him?
Outland.
I feel
By Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! I can't believe it! Is it really,
It's
really
him.
you? Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, constellation's shining star of stars. Oh, you are definitely the brightest, biggest star in any constellation. There's no maybes about it. I have an eye for these things. Not that you're hard to see with that halo on your head. Although at first, I wasn't sure if it was just the glare. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant to be. Oh, yes. Normally I start my day by drinking 4 cups of coffee and stuffing my face with chunks. But after being inspired by your story, I thought to myself, what would the great and powerful hero of Vectera do? And so instead, I went for a jog. I ran and I ran and I ran, picturing you in the distance, like a North Star. Imagine my surprise to find you were actually real. By the light of Polaris, it must be fate.
It's even the same voice actor as Oblivion's. Best perk ever, 10 out of 10.
I know, right? And you can try to fight destiny, but you probably aren't going to win. Although, if I'm being honest, I'd wager you could beat just about anything, even theoretical concepts. But why would you, in this case? Either way, it's such an honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
I'm so happy right now I could just cry. This is wonderful. Oh no, welcome aboard.
Be disappointed.
Yeah, join the crew, dude. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. He's in my crew. I have an adoring fan in my crew. And a brobot. It's all coming together. Go to the ship.
Well, you're only as safe as your equipment out there. Welcome to Outland. All of our products come home. And while I've never needed them, as I've said, I wouldn't sell any. And of course, if... Please do.
Sell. There's no reason to keep you. Throwable. I'm keeping the frag grenade. Those are mine. Here's where we start selling stuff. It may not have seemed like a lot, but it is. You gotta start somewhere. Yes. So. Weapons. Sell from ship inventory. Oh, those are really nice. Yeah. Mitten sandwich. It's moldy. Do-do-do. Injector, iron, a knife. Gauge. Well, there you go.
See you around. I would never dream of selling some stuff. Please do.
See, this is just overall better than everything.
Be careful out there.
Oh my god, I'm literally following in your footsteps.
Alright, so we cleared out some inventory space, and that's really what we were after there. We'll head to residential just to unlock it and get the 20 experience points. That'll get us closer to a level and more carry weight.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Alright, well, let's go talk to the person at the whatchamacallit. Go talk to the viewport bartender.
So, what's the point?
Of what?
Sounds like they might be
I just dip something in town.
Hey, dude.
I do hope there is simply no parallel to the food you will find here. One taste, and I'm sure you'll... The Dawn's Roost represents the highest quality, from the ingredients to the decor. No expense is spared. Anyone who has sampled our offerings will assure you it is all worth it. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I need to cut back on the booze. Not 20 anymore.
Fast travel to Yumi, and that's not it.
You didn't hear this from me, those eclectic mercenaries.
You gotta let
Don't look at me. I haven't got a clue.
Last stop, Apollo. My favorite. And we can afford it.
No.
But I really think I should give it a shot.
Go for it.
Citizen.
I've been trying to exercise more.
Hey there.
Oh, this is the lodge. This is where I live. Guys, that's where I live. It doesn't do me any good.
Captain, where are we headed next?
Well, not here. Gosh darn it. Technician.
This thing has seen better days, hasn't it?
Hey, need some work done? Okay, no problem.
I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. Ship overdrive. Allows you to fully design, modify, and paint your ship. The floor gauge. More new modules. here. Ship upgrade mode allows you to make improvements to your ship without needing to worry about where modules should be placed. Some upgrades may have level or skill requirements. Multiple upgrades can be made, and their cost will be added up at the end of the session. Those are missiles. Our shields are terrible. I can upgrade a shield. Buy one. So that's just a straight upgrade.
I'm sure you can find something.
I'm sure we can. You see, nothing really we can afford. So let's go ahead and
Okay,
up our
no
ship.
problem.
Let's add some shields to it. go. Now, modified our ship a little bit, improving it.
A diplomatic visa?
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
Alright, so that's cool. We got a little bit more power in our ship.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their minds. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. The things down there aren't that bad. Yep, spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was found. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
Yeah, sure. Right. Okay. I can wait the 18 months until they release it. Probably. Stop by anytime you can.
okay?
I really
Hello.
am.
I'm just saying. None of those rocks you spend time digging up are going to keep you warm at night. I'm just looking out for you.
I'm warm enough, but thank you.
Come on, Sarah, let's go.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Nice night, huh?
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something?
What's this about, guard? Seem to have an issue with you.
They won't let me enter the city. Me, a political envoy who comes here constantly trying to help prevent another war. And this is the thanks I get? They won't let me enter without a diplomatic visa? Ridiculous. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestyle Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Fine. Seems like I'm at everyone's mercy today.
Thank you very much. I may or may not do that for you now. Man, he paid ahead of time.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
We're running round the clock.
I've
We're
always liked that
running
statue.
to the dock.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Reapers.
Can we run through it one more time?
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
Well, I just got 1,500 for nothing, so.
It's a shame House Varun abandoned their embassy. I bet we could have learned a lot from one another.
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes. But you don't.
Not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. Do you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels, understand his pain, accept it, and deliver it not back upon him.
Empathy. You mean empathy? But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity peace and war back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last. At the same time.
Maybe we should stop for a moment.
Welcome to the Freestar Embassy. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, this guy's stuck.
Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
I should love him, yep.
Been Seems like only yesterday.
Yesterday, all our troubles seem so far away. Do 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 do. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Let's see this. Let's see. Suddenly. Let's go and get this. That should be 210. Oh, 185. Okay, it's just giving you the extra 25 and not extra 50. So that sucks, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about the last rank now. Well, yeah, we are, because it prevents staggering.
But their shipboard system literally uses
Okay, Sergeant Yu. Spaceport. So we gotta talk to Yumi. Okay.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position is very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Yeah, what do I do?
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. We'll fill you in on the details. You know, Mast. The military, administrative, and scientific triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city. Headquarters of the entire United Colonies. I really should have given you a more thorough interview.
He's basically telling me I'm dummy.
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalls. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. Let me know if you have any questions.
Nope. Let's see here. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me.
You see that sign? Just out in front of man.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on a gnat.
We're opening up a new dialogue quest line, so I just waited for him to finish so I could get that scientist unlocked. Something tells me he's going to be part of this quest.
Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to...
No.
Listen, you are, of course, welcome at any time here at Mast. Same as anyone. Just be aware that you are being monitored. No, my parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are. All you really need to know is that we're here to serve and we're the good guys. Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything. Well, you're certainly entitled to that opinion, and there are plenty of others who share it. We'll be looking out for you just the same. I'm the acting head of Aegis, the intelligence division here in Mast. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much detail as I can give you. We're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them. Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks. Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped onto one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
Got it.
You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. What is this, your first day on the job? Don't worry, I'm just giving you a hard time. I still can't tell you what's in the package, though. Good luck with the mission.
Hi.
So far, so good. Oh, good thing. I'm talking to nobody.
How's the investigation going? Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
It's a good way to find people.
Once I had a recruit who was basically bred to be UC security. I mean, his favorite book was our training manual. He knew every rule, every procedure, and on top of that was a pinpoint marksman. But he lacked exactly what you are talking about. initiative. He ended up transferring to a desk job after a year. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Alright, 100 experience points.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. I've got nothing at the moment, but come back. Take care.
Okay. Cool. Managed to complete a security job. So that's neat. Let's see here. Here's our cargo hold. That's useful. Cool. And go talk to a scientist by a tree. We're doing well. We've gotten a side quest complete, which is cool. I was not really expecting to do that, but I did it. I'm a part-time security officer. Heck yeah. I can see this game's going to take forever, but that's okay. Hey, I'm talking to you.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
Something wrong?
Yes.
I'm concerned.
Concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
I'd love to help.
That's... Thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Okay.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
So it's a simple retrieval mission. A simple retrieval mission that'll give me experience and various other accoutrements. They're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it. I'm a little undervalued right now. Under-leveled and stuff, so. There are just some things I'm better off waiting to do. So I don't, you know, die. That'd be bad.
I have a pen pal in Sidonia. We've been writing to each other. No one is born good or evil. Every day you take a step in one of those directions. Oh, it just so happens I need a letter delivered to my pen pal in Sidonia. Pay is in advance. 1,000 credits. What is a stranger except a friend you haven't met? Besides, there's something about you that I like. And I've always trusted my gut. Bless you, child. I believe you'll find Hattie at the community center in Sidonia. Just hand her the letter. She'll know who it's from.
Alright. That was an easy 1,000 credits without trying. Hop on over here. We're doing fine. Picked up another 1,000 credits. So I've gotten 2,500 credits just by saying yes to stuff. It'll eventually get done. Huh. You've gained an afflictions, corresponding remedy to cure it. Go to your inventory and look for the aid category, see what it is. Let's see, status effects, sneaking uses 2. I have a sprain, because I fell and went boom. Okay, well. Burns on frostbite. Alright, well. See, a sprain should keep you from running. Okay. Thought maybe there was going to be another quest involved there. There was not.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
This way. There.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? That so? Must mean something to you if you came looking for it. Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? Pleasure doing business with you. I hope we have what you need.
Yeah.
You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. always something going on and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care. Back to it then. Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution,
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
There.
Hi.
I'll talk to Sergeant Yumi when I'm done here. Oops. Got things to turn in, dang it.
I don't mean to be pushy, but I really do need those sensors, and quickly. Any luck tracking down those sensors? So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. Relief. Now, let's see. This is... well, it's... oh my. This data... well, it's alarming to say the least. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to Mast immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right. Particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in Mast at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
They are.
The data from the biosensors speaks for itself. These findings are alarming. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. Let's hope that Mast takes these findings seriously.
Just one moment here. Check in with Melton later. Let's see here. To Yumi. What are we looking at status-wise? 223. So, we got about halfway to level 6, which is cool. Excuse me, security guard coming through here. Part-time security guard. Full-time badass.
Crime has slowed down since you started. Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Men like him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having to lift a finger themselves. Not that he'd be much of a witness, given that he was still half drunk when he got here, and somehow even more so when he left. Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get inebriated. Which is another way of saying highly unreliable. Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved. The restaurant over in the residential district caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where folks come in different sizes, depending on the food. It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of people. According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of credits. Back to work.
All right. We're on the case. Dun-dun-dun. Keep it moving. I am security, dude. We're on the same team. Part-time security officer.
There is simply no parallel to the food you will find here. One taste, and I'm sure you'll...
Yeah, I'm here for the fight, dude.
Incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats. Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered. I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly. Oh, yes, quite often. They had a usual table over in the far corner, with all the traditional accoutrements. Music, candles, wine. You see where I'm going with this. But this time the two had barely sat down before the argument got heated. Thankfully, security stepped in before anyone got hurt. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Thank you for coming in.
Alright, let's get into here. See what's going on. Talk to this guy.
Yes. Oh, Lita, that liar, that manipulator, that.
Lucky Shed.
Thank you. He's a scoundrel and a fiend, and I was wrong to ever think otherwise.
5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter.
Your ex claimed you stole the ring.
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last, before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off! Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it. No, there are some things in life that cannot be repaired. Cheating is his way of saying, I don't love you. And without love, what's the point? He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return. I don't care. I'm not giving it to you. I think my lawyer would disagree. Either way, if Octavio wants to take me to court, then so be it. If you were going to arrest... You're right.
That's my last shot.
Stubbornness gets me in trouble far too often. Not a chance! I know the second... I don't care if you're with UC Security, I have rights! And as far as the ring goes, I don't know what the law says, but I doubt you do either. As soon as my assistant finished, he would say that. He gifted it. We're not having this art.
What is the point of putting that there, like putting a point in persuasion if I can't win the persuasion checks? That makes no sense.
I'm furious. He would say that. He gifted it to me. We're not having this argument. I took a pair of scissors and cut through every cell. Good day. Good day.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's do it right. Back to the residential district.
all of our signature dishes. I do hope you are enjoying your time in New Atlantis. Well, I wasn't privy to the entire, so it was... Well, the other, Hugo Ford, excellent. I wasn't witness to it. Oh, yes, music, candles, wine. But this time... I assume that would be the slender gentleman. I believe he... Enjoy the rest of your dinner.
I need to head over to the Trade Authority later, unload some goods. You coming?
I don't know.
So we'll head over here.
Gotta call someone's power.
Last minute check. Breath?
Excuse me?
Check. Shower? Hair? Check. And double check. Lucky shot.
Okay, let's try this again.
Never let me down.
We're gonna succeed because I'm not gonna sit here for 70 hours.
He wants to know what's hit him.
Thank you. He's a scoundrel. 5 years! It was supposed, but an hour before I picked up to think. Still! Not just it. No. Cheating is cheating.
Good day.
As soon as my assistant finishes.
Good day.
Furious. I've never. He would say that. He gifted it to me when he proposed. I don't care. I'm not giving it. If you were going to... I'm not going to keep it. I don't care if you're with me. And as far as the ring goes,
They're like, yeah, success. No, you failed. I'm like, but.
he would say that. He gifted it to me when he proposed. I don't care. I'm not there. Your title does not... I am not... True. I don't want to... Not a chance. I know. I don't care if you're... As soon
I'm
as
getting this.
He would say that. He gifted it to me when... I don't care. I'm not giving it to you. True. Your title. I don't care if you're with UC. And as far as the ring goes... I'm furious. He would say that. He gifted it. But I'm leaving this city as soon as I...
I mean, that's some mother flippin' garbage picking bull hockey. I picked the easiest one and they're like, nope, you failed. Just because. Like, I had them. And they're like, nope,
He
you
would say
didn't.
that. He gifted it. I don't care. I'm not... I am not... I'm not going to kill you. Well, I don't want to get it. Fine.
There we go.
I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of it.
Yeah, we're saving that. Jeez. Run along, run along. Spaceport.
What's the word for that again?
Let's get this quest turned in. Your best part-time security guard reporting for duty. Yeah, finish the investigation.
Did you manage to get the ring back?
I did, here you go.
I'm sure the victim will be pleased to know their property has been returned. You acquitted yourself well again. I dare say you might have a knack for police work. Here,
No.
take this. It's well deserved.
2,000 credits and 100 experience points. Booyah.
Starting to run out of credit. Not right now, but John, let me know if you have any questions.
All right. This is where I go take a little break and get something to eat right quick, and then I might come back. I'm enjoying this, so, but I need to stop here and get something to eat. So until then, talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. So long, everybody.